Disney just shared new details about Tiana's Bayou adventure and Walt Disney World's next princess attraction redo, which is The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, which is set to replace Voyage of the Little Mermaid at Disney's Hollywood Studios later this year. Voyage of the Little Mermaid was a live show which used live actors, puppets, blacklight, early 90s laser tech, and an impressive water curtain, along with actual scenes from the animated film. The show also featured an impressive queue with details and effects that I hope they managed to save or resurrect. Voyage came to an end when Walt Disney World closed on March 15th, 2020, due to the pandemic, and it just simply never reopened. And after literal years of speculation, Disney announced in December of 2023 that The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, would ultimately replace the former show and open in fall of 2024. Now, Disney has more to share, and there are several things worth pointing out. First of all, I really like this signage. I know it's concept art, but the texture and details within the letters and little bubble accents look incredible. I also really like the music sheet banner and the font. It says Little Mermaid, but it's also fresh and artistic and kind of youthful. Secondly, Disney is emphasizing the show is not a refresh, but rather a whole new show. It's also confirmed to receive all new physical sets and puppets, complete with blacklight, by the way, that's not going away, but also what's been described as digital puppetry, projected scenic design, and even motion capture, which sounds great, but I'm curious to see how it actually translates onto a stage performance. Disney also noted that the digital tech will be used with characters like King Triton, Ariel's sisters, and of course, Ursula. In fact, Scott Gustin reported on X that Disney said there will be a live version of Ursula on stage as well as an animated version of the villain. Disney has further noted that guests will see digital puppets transform into real ones right before their eyes, and even animated characters performing in the same space as real actors. Again, this all sounds incredibly interesting and a major leap forward from what we've seen in Disney Cruise Line shows or even Mickey and the Magical Map at Disneyland. As for the show's song list, Disney has confirmed most of the songs from the 1989 film, including Daughters of Triton, Part of Your World, Poor Unfortunate Souls, Kiss the Girl, and concept art has already shown we're getting Under the Sea, not that there was ever any doubt it wouldn't be included. But what I want to briefly talk about is the stage and how it's surrounded by a frame that has an Art Nouveau kind of style with little nooks and crannies, just like Ariel's grotto. And I'm hoping Disney uses their projection tech on these details to highlight certain thingamabobs, or even Sebastian the Crab poking around like he does in the film, or movement from the different sea creatures. There is so much they could do with this, and I love that Disney appears to be going all out with the theming, detail, and artistry. Something else worth noting is that The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, is part of Animation Courtyard at Disney's Hollywood Studios, a space that is rumored to be getting an overhaul in the very near future. So watch this space, as this new Little Mermaid show is likely phase one of Disney's future plans for the park. Now, let's switch over to another princess at a different park, and that, of course, is Tiana. Even though cast members and media have been previewing Tiana's Bayou adventure, and Disney has even released a full ride-through, there's still more to learn about the attraction and Tiana's future. Disney has been more upfront these past few days in explaining the story of Tiana's Bayou adventure and its place within the Princess and the Frog canon. For instance, Disney confirmed the ride takes place about a year after the animated film, when Tiana has expanded her restaurant business with Tiana's Foods, and we're being recruited to help find musicians for her and Prince Naveen's Mardi Gras celebration, and music is the essential ingredient. And the finale ends with us seeing the party at Tiana and Prince Naveen's home in New Orleans. Now that's important because Disney also revealed today, which is June 10th, that Tiana's story will continue in her own Disney Plus show titled Tiana, and which takes place after the events of Tiana's Bayou adventure. This is incredible because this Disney Plus series was first announced in 2020, and at that time, I believe it was supposed to take place after the original film, but now it's taking place after the ride. But that's not all. Since Tiana's Bayou Adventure shows Tiana's home and her business, it's hard to imagine that her salt mine and Tiana's foods and her new home with Prince Naveen won't be part of the series. And I wonder if the same goes for the original characters Imagineering created. If so, the Magic Kingdom's latest attraction could play a major part in an upcoming Walt Disney animation project for Disney Plus. Usually, it's the other way around. And for park fans, that's definitely something to be excited about. Well, that is all I have for today, but I fully expect we'll learn more about Walt Disney World's new Little Mermaid show and Tiana on Disney Plus at D23 in August, which is not that far away, meaning the Disney Park news cycle is just getting started. Also, and if all goes according to plan, I should be sharing my own Tiana's Bayou adventure in the coming days. So if you love the Disney parks, Disney park news and analysis, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I would love to share more of the Disney parks with you, but as always, thank you so much for listening and I hope you have a magical day.